Thank you for joining us, everybody. We're going to get our show started in just a couple of seconds here. Want to remind everybody, if you could just share this broadcast, we would greatly appreciate it because it would help us get more views and make the show a lot more exciting for live interaction. So please, don't forget to share the broadcast. We also appreciate all of your likes and comments. Thank you so much for tuning in, and get ready for Spit the Wits. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to this show that was entirely produced and developed by the people sitting in front of you. Jessy, Meadows, and Frankie Almost. Brought to you in part by Rolling Hills Productions. Live from Las Vegas, Nevada, this is Spit the Wit. Jessy, if you would be so kind, would you please tell us what today's show's about?
Going to be unboxing some surprise gifts that we got from our Amazon gift list, and we're going to introduce everybody to our monkey.
Our monkey?
And now, here is your host, Frankie Almost!
Well. I slipped on your little mic when I was trying to turn you up, and I was completely daydreaming. Sorry about that. Welcome everybody, Spit the Wits, Tuesday. I don't know the date, so it is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. That's all we know. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and so check this out. We do have a guest on the show, so let me cut to that camera real quick. Our guest is some packages. Welcome, packages. Nice to see you. Somebody sent us packages, and what that's all about is we have an Amazon wish list, as some of you know, along with a GoFundMe, and somebody was gracious enough to send us packages, so we will blah, 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 blah. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. No, I'm just kidding. We will be unboxing some of them, or all of them, here in just a little bit. In the meantime, though, because we don't want to suffocate them, Jess has something under this old trench coat of mine from the 80s. And it is our monkey. It's our little baby monkey.
Yeah, a few people noticed that I posted on Facebook about how we were getting a little monkey. And I want to
unveil the monkey, will you, please?
So
okay, as you guys can tell, he's a little hungry, and a little feisty, and he is not an actual monkey, dude. So here's the funny thing. Okay, so I know a lot of you are disappointed that the monkey is not on the show, and we apologize for that. But there's actually not going to be a monkey. If you looked at that post, it was posted on April 1st.
And I'm like, I didn't think anybody was going to fall for it. I did not think anybody was going to actually think, and it ended up being like one of my most popular posts ever.
Right. And so people started complimenting us on getting a monkey, and some people were telling us, "No, don't do it because they're horrible pets."
Yeah.
And you should go to the you should go to the SPCA and get a loving dog that needs a home and all this crap.
Like,
and
oh my God.
we're just like, it's an April Fool's joke, and it was actually being played on basically like my mom, who didn't fall for it because she didn't see it. So yeah, so. As some of you know, we are living with my mother, and she already has a dog, and she would never ever tolerate us getting some little freaking banshee of a monkey running around the house with this 15-year-old dog.
Yeah,
it would just give the dog so much anxiety. Plus, my mother, and this monkey's just like into everything. Could you imagine?
No.
Oh man, so sorry about that, everybody. We did not actually.
I didn't think anybody was actually going to believe it and fall for it. I was like,
right, exactly. Year of the monkey. Put a sock in it. Yes. Okay. April Butterfield. Thank you.
do not have the phone, so I've got to be looking at
What do you mean, your telephone?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
I left it out there.
Well, let me just scoot back so you can see the room then. Is that better for you?
All right.
Yeah. So my lovely wife and co-host forgot to bring her phone in here so we could watch the chat room. But we do have an extra feed, so there we go. Let's see. What else is going on here today? Oh, one thing we didn't mention last time because we had a guest on here. It was Fatbeard, or Danny Ballard from Fatbeard Studios. He was in here promoting his Watching Dead show. And we never got a chance to ask him how that went because we couldn't make it. But we forgot to mention that day that the day before that show was like this brutal sandstorm.
Oh, yeah.
And
It's actually gone viral. Pictures of the Vegas
because
sandstorm
it looked like The Mummy.
gone viral.
It looked like the old movie The Mummy where the freaking wall of
crazy.
sand was coming at us and it started knocking down telephone poles and all that crap. So I envy that monkey right now, Fatbeard said, or Danny said, because it's up against your bosom. So, yeah. You and me both, sister. So we had this hellacious sandstorm, and wow, it was crazy because her and I were actually coming from somewhere. I don't remember where we were. I know we were going home, but we were in the middle of this bright, beautiful, sunshiny day, and as we were driving home,
Oh, it was from my doctor. Remember,
was it?
Yeah, and all of a sudden, like within minutes, it just
we were
changed.
driving one direction, it was just, and then yesterday some freaks rainstorm came in, and we had video footage of that, but I forgot to bring it because I'm one of those stupid people, and I was supposed to bring footage, but we had like this really drastic night and day kind of experience yesterday where one half of the sky was completely not completely sunny, it was partially cloudy, but it was like blue skies with little patches of cloud, and then when you turn to the right, it was like the impending cloud of death. It was crazy.
It was weird.
It was
like
completely,
Poltergeist.
yeah, it looked like Poltergeist. It was rolling in super fast. We're dating ourselves with the Poltergeist thing. Do people even know what Poltergeist is? Didn't they remake Poltergeist?
Yes, they did.
They did.
No,
I never
know,
saw
I don't
the
know
remake.
if the whole sky thing, but the thing is, like, there's no such thing as really dating yourself anymore because with Netflix and everything, like,
Right.
everybody's watching stuff that we grew up with. So
That's true. So we'll stop giving it away and divulging that we're a couple of old fogies during our show. So let's see, what else is going on? Anything special in your world, Jess?
Well,
so as she says, is to cover up some dead air. I was just on a radio show just a couple seconds ago.
yeah, that was nice.
Not this show, by the way. I was on the Rocking Comedy Show with Crazy J. Those of you that don't know, Rocking Comedy Show has been on for Jesus. I'm not going to quote it correctly, and I'm sorry, Jay, but it's over like 10 years. So the rockingcomedyshow.com. Or Rocking Comedy. I can't remember what his web address is, and I apologize for that. But if you just Google Rocking Comedy Show, the first thing that shows up is his show. So anyway, I was on there, and the reason I was on there is because everybody knows that I sing Prince songs and stuff like that. So apparently Zoe Bowie, who is an act here in Vegas, has a karaoke portion of the show, and they're looking for people to come sing their favorite song on stage, so the slogan says. And so I went and I auditioned for that, basically. On the Rockin' Comedy Show, and I want to thank Crazy J for that. And if some of you would like to audition yourselves, you can do so. If you make it into like the preliminary round kind of thing, you first you sing on the Rockin' Comedy Show, which is live on air, and then you, if you're picked, you will then go to singing in front of the Zoe Bowie guy. His name isn't Zoe Bowie?
I have no
I don't
idea.
remember.
I actually didn't know who he was until you posted him.
And I apologize for that. And then from there, they will decide whether or not you're going to be on the actual actual show.
Yeah, our friends Sherry and Ed that did the face painting.
Right. Sherry and Ed Mueller.
They showed up.
Yeah, they showed up and sang Love Shack, and they did a fine job. And Sherry and Ed are from Art Party for You, which does like face painting and party planning and all this stuff, and they hire us for DJs. And we just did a DJ gig, actually, on Saturday, was it? Yeah, where we did like this DJ show for a bunch of families and stuff, and had an Easter egg hunt. When the hell is Easter? I don't even know.
I have no idea.
I was like, this is awfully early for an Easter egg hunt. Didn't you feel like that?
Yeah, they change it every year. Like, from what I understand, Easter is like whenever the Vatican decides. Like, there was one year
it will be Easter next Sunday, regardless of what you think.
Seriously. Like, there was one year, it was like literally a week after St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that was weird. Yeah.
Okay.
So, let's see. Why don't we... no, I want to hold off on the boxes. I don't want to do it exactly yet. And I know for a fact we have these 3 boxes, and some of them are like this long, and I know for a fact we're going to be banging the microphones when we are opening the boxes.
No way around it.
But I'm very anxious to see what is inside. So... And as you know, as always, we are taking live callers, and we actually just had somebody call in, and I apologize that I didn't catch it in time. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw your last ring on our indicator that shows us that we have a live call. So sorry about that, caller that you are.
So if you're still on callback, so
yeah,
that we can actually answer your phone call.
Right, exactly. It would be funny if, like, because this is kind of like our business line too. If one day people are like, "Wait, we got a live caller. Hey, thanks for calling Spit the Wit," and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to call Rolling Hills Productions because I want to book you guys for." Yeah, well, you caught us in the middle of a radio show, so eventually we'll have a designated line for that. So every once in a while that happens. Because we don't have a caller ID on it, believe it or not, in this day and age. Who doesn't have a caller ID?
Us.
Exactly. Let's see, what else is going on? We were going to talk about several things, and I don't remember what any of them are. Do you?
There was the monkey, the boxes.
The monkey, the boxes.
The dust storm.
The dust storm, Crazy J's rock and comedy show.
Crazy J.
You know, I can delve into the Crazy J thing a little bit more. I've known this. We got a live caller, so whoever that was calling, we got you back. So hold on 1 second. Thank you for calling Spit the Wit. Hello.
Frankie.
Yes.
Frankie, how are you? It's Arnold.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger calling from California.
Oh,
how are you doing?
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic. Hey, what's going on in the world nowadays, Arnold? What's happening?
I'm just sitting back with all my friends. We're smoking stogies. We're drinking brandy. You know, marijuana is legal now, so we put a little pot in the stogies.
Oh, really? I didn't know you did that, Arnold. Do you really do that? How does Maria Shriver feel about you smoking weed?
Who gives a shit? I got rid of that bitch.
It's good to hear from you, Arnold, man. You've been lifting weights still? Are you done doing that, or what's going on with that?
Yeah, I had the bypass surgery, so I can't really pump the iron anymore.
No?
It's terrible.
Oh, man, that's awful.
Is he still mad at Trump?
Are you still mad at Trump, Arnold?
At who?
At Donald Trump.
Never heard of him.
Never.
Hey, look, Frankie, you're doing fantastic things. You keep up the great work.
Thank you,
Arnold. I wanted to call and say hi. Big fan, long time. I have to go now.
Thank you so much, Arnold. I appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Give your love to your wife, Maria Shriver. And he hung up. Anyway, Arnold, if you're he's kind of getting up there in age, so he doesn't really know when a phone call. You know how, like, older people don't really know when a phone call's over. They're like, "Oh yeah, and the cat and the dog, boom," and here's your mother.
Yeah.
So we want to thank Arnold Schwarzenegger for coming in.
That was awesome, Arnold.
That was totally awesome.
I love your movies.
You know the thing about the Shriver family, actually, my dad, before he passed away, back when he used to work in Korea, my dad was actually friends with Maria Shriver's mother. and I think she's no longer with us either because she was heavily affiliated with the Special Olympics. And my dad met Arnold Schwarzenegger, I would say back in 94, 95 or something like that, when they had opened Planet Hollywood in Seoul, Korea. And my dad met Bruce Willis, Arnold, and several other people. And him and my father and Maria Shriver's mother mainly kept in contact all the years after that, which was cool. So much love to the Shriver family for that, and thank you, Arnold, for calling in. I'm surprised he took time out of his busy day to call us. For those of you that are watching us, that wasn't actually Arnold Schwarzenegger. All the rest of
wasn't?
No, all the rest of my story was absolutely true. But I'm 99.9% sure that that's a guy that's been on our show named Eric Maldonado. Yeah,
okay. I thought maybe
and
it was Joey.
He does a great Arnold Schwarzenegger along with Jeff Goldblum, as you know, and you had him do,
and Christopher Walken,
which he doesn't like to do the Christopher Walken thing too much because it's very played out, and I agree with that. However, I will say his rendition of Walken is one of the best that I've heard. Yeah. So one day we should have Christopher Walken call in there, Eric Maldonado.
Talk about duck leg.
Duck leg. No thanks already. We're quoting a guy that used to have a YouTube channel, and he ended up going on Comedy Central and doing something. His name is Lance Kroll, and he used to crank call people back in like 2007 and 8 with his walk-in impression, and he actually did a really good job of that too. So there's this footage of him calling a restaurant and saying that Christopher Walken was going to come in and eat some food. And and he's like, I just want to call and see what do you have there, because I'm gonna come down there. My walking is horrible, so don't pay attention. I just sound like some New York Jew. So I'm gonna come down there, and I'm gonna. that's my walking, believe it or not. No, okay, so no thanks already. Let's see. What we had something going on. Oh, This is a thing, and I'm so lost right now. Maldonado. I had three things like just slam into my brain, and it just shut my mouth down. So, Maldonado, I am filming that scene finally for our movie where I'm supposed to be fat. So we want to do the diet, you and I against each other, challenging each other into the diet. However, I'm just going to let you know because I have a bad shoulder and all this crap that I'm not going to be working out. I'm just going to be dieting strictly, with some heavy, not heavy, but light walking.
Yeah, you'd be working out a little bit.
Yeah, so a little bit of light walking, but
you totally didn't get that, did you?
Oh God, did you really go there?
Mm-hmm. I did go there.
Okay, well, lucky me. So, is Eric even in here? I don't think he's necessarily chatting there, Daniel. Jennifer Wellman wants me to do cardio. Hey, Jennifer, I'm glad you're watching. Apparently, and freaking Danny called us out on it. Apparently, that whole thing about the Bellagio tearing down the... Stop hitting your microphone. Tearing down the Bellagio fountains and putting up shopping area was a April Fool's joke that we all fell for.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but she did touch on some good points, and one of these days, Jennifer, we should probably, I know you're not in Vegas anymore, but we should have you talk about your experience while working on the Strip in retail, because you told some great stories. And, oh man, dude. It's just, and it's silly, like the kind of stuff that they do. I'm not going to get this right, Jennifer's, but I'm just going to brief people on it a little bit. Basically, she was working in retail, and she was fired for not selling enough socks in July or August in Vegas. Where it was a shoe store. Apparently, too many people were coming in and buying flip flops, and not enough socks to shoe ratio was being sold. And her and I have this thing against these number crunchers, and people that, graduated in business and everything like that in college and have these degrees and they know all the answers.
And I told you, right? I was a manager at Ann Taylor Loft in Simi Valley. And, it was so...
Monkey's gone. He keeps hitting the microphone.
All right, fine.
So talk.
And they literally had a sensor above the door that monitored how many people entered the building versus how many people bought something. And if we had too many people that walked in and walked out without buying something, we got in trouble. And we did not make commission.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
And the thing about it is, in a touristy town like Vegas, and this is another point that Jennifer brought up in our little discussion online, was that Vegas is a very foot trafficky place. Most people are here to gamble, and as well they should be, because this city was not built on shopping malls. It was built on casinos and drinking and gambling and fun and party life. And they've been trying to turn us into an extension of California for so long that people just don't understand. When people come to Vegas, their main objective is to spend very little anywhere else but at the tables and on the machines. And that's what this frickin' city was put here for. And I swear to you, I don't advocate crime or anything like that, but oh my God, this city was such a better place when the mob ran it.
It really was.
And I wish so bad that it would be that way still. And I don't want to say that as if I advocate crime and people being buried in the desert and that kind of crap, but a lot of this crap that's going on the strip, people shooting up the strip and shit, that stuff would not be happening if the mob was. Because once somebody pulled out a gun, six dudes would be on them.
They'd end up out in the desert.
It would be the end of that. And oh man, it's like, take back these streets. So anyway,
seriously.
So yeah, the corporate number crunchers, man, they just.
And Vegas was never a town that you should have had number crunchers in.
Right. And that's the thing. We had this huge, vast desert, right? And up until the early 90s, the very early 90s, there was just about 10 miles around the strip of housing. And all those houses that were built, with the exception of a couple apartment complexes, had big yards and all this room because, Jesus, we have a lot of room here. And so what happened? Corporate number crunchers came in and ruined that too. Bought all this land, put housing developments, had some mathematical genius with architects looking at each other and devising how many houses can they fit in this area so that they can maximize their sales. And oh my God, dude. And now it's like houses on top of houses, and it's just horrible. It's horrible. And it sucks, dude, because we seriously... we stay here because we love what Vegas used to be, and we don't know how much longer we're going to be staying here because of it, because it's hardly a reflection of what it used to be.
It's lost its character, the
really
spirit
has.
that it used
It
to
really
have.
has.
When you would come to Vegas and you would see the light of the Luxor from the highway, and you would pull in, and it was just a feeling.
Right.
That was like, oh my God, I'm in Vegas.
Yeah, super excited, yeah.
And that's not really there anymore.
Yeah. This feeling of elation. I definitely had that myself, coming from the several different freeways that come into town. You can come over the north side, or you can come over to the south side or the east side. And all three places or four places that you enter, as soon as I saw the city lights, it was like, I'm home.
And I remember, there was one time, because it's nothing but desert, and then you could see on the clouds, because there were clouds in the sky, they were lit up, and my friend was like, that's Vegas, that's the lights from Vegas, and I was like, oh my God, that is so cool.
Yeah. Jennifer Wellman just said, I was just telling my fiance that the older part of Vegas, with the houses built between the 50s and to the 70s, are in high traffic areas. Less desirable, but these are houses with bigger yards. Yeah, I like the old style houses too. I actually like the ones... You remember the ones that were in the movie Casino, and they have the sunken in floors, living rooms that you step down into? I love that crap, man. I wish people would bring that back, and nobody likes that anymore. I also like the deserty, weird, flat roofed houses, the old school ones that look like a box, literally. Yeah. Those are so dope, dude. And they're spread out. It's a one-story house that's 3,000 square feet, and when it's a one-story house that's 3,000 square feet, it's so much better than when it's a two-story. I'm just not a two-story guy. I just really don't care for 2-story homes.
I like 2-story.
Yeah.
I like the whole loft idea where it's like
I like lofts.
just the bedroom
Right.
is upstairs.
Right.
Like I love that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like this cookie cutter track house thing
Right.
that they've got going on.
Right. And then Danny just posted in the room Arnold Schwarzenegger saying, "Stop whining!" and I'm like, no, dude. Like, if we don't whine, you know.
The squeaky, what is it? The squeaky wheel gets the oil.
grease. Yeah, or the oil, yeah. Yeah, dude, like, I understand that it's not cool to whine so much, but seriously, if you want change, you got to whine a little bit. I mean, look how well it worked for the millennials with Trump.
Right?
Oh, man.
God.
Yeah, so, okay, we'll stop whining. Let's open up some boxes. Let's do that. That
Okay.
sounds like fun. Okay,
sounds like
so
fun.
should we, we're going to let the people in the room decide. I know there's only a few of you in here, but if you're watching, here, let me show you our guests, our package guests. There they are. There's 3 packages sitting on that chair in our guest chair. Which box should we start with? The biggest, the smallest, or the medium-sized one? So we'll give you guys a couple of seconds to answer that. So which box should we open? On your mark, get set, vote. Wow. Maybe everybody left the room. I think everybody left. Or they're like completely enthralled with.
They're so
Okay.
enthralled with our show.
Jennifer said the smallest. Here, we'll give you a view of the. There's a view you guys have never seen of the outside room. Open your box, Frankie. Matthew said. My box is sitting next to me, actually.
Nice.
Right. And I'm not going to open her on live TV. No, I'm sorry.
No.
So let's see. Although we might get her to open Bob's. No, I'm just kidding.
God.
So yeah. So we have Danny Ballard said he wanted to see my package, and then Matthew Red McLean said, I mean the big one. So we have 1 vote for the big one and 1 vote for the small one.
I'm going to vote for the small
Long,
one.
skinny one. That's 2 for big. So let's go for big. We're doing big.
Big?
Yep. Go grab the big one.
Okay.
I'm going to give you guys a view of Jess going to grab the big.
And this is going to be funny because I'm going to bump
She's
going to
fall into everything, and then we
Yeah.
have a light that she's got to watch. So
It's not
hold
gonna
your
be
ears
sexy.
too.
It's
Turn
not
down
going
your
to be
turn down your
graceful.
computers because she's going to start banging microphones and falling into things.
It's gonna be awkward and weird.
Right.
All right.
Okay. So
Okay, now take
you
that
are.
out.
Oh, see now. As soon as you got up, I switched over. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Don't leave yet. There. Now we have the view. Now do the beautiful walk across. Oh yeah. That's perfect.
Look at that. So this one-
Grab the big one, babe. Nice. All right. Let's see what the hell's going on here. I don't know if I have any devices to open this thing with. I have car keys. Let's do that. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's a big package right there.
I like the big packages myself. Okay, so we're gonna open this. So don't mind my horrible loud noises. I apologize. This is as we said. We're unboxing gifts that were sent to us via Amazon. .com for the layman. Okay. And so we appreciate Amazon obviously for having they don't need our thanks, but we want to thank them anyway because without Amazon it would be hard to do things like this. So, wow, this is probably the loudest, stupidest thing I've ever done. But okay, we got it open. It's
Yay.
like that. It's one of those that tape with the actual string in it, you know. So it was really hard to get into. And I'm not really a very strong man either. So what do we have in here? Oh my gosh, I know exactly what this is.
Ah.
Take this box, please, and look in there and see if there's a note in there.
Oh, no.
And who it's from. This is a no joke gift here, people.
Here it is. This part of it too.
And I know you guys are going, what? It's a stick. Oh, there's another part? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. How awesome. Look, now let me just stick this right here. Okay. This is a no joke gift, dude. I'm telling you guys right now.
I don't see a note though.
People are like, what is it? It's a stick. It is not a stick. It is a boom pole. For those of you that know anything about film, a boom pole holds the boom microphone, and I'm sure you've seen it, where every once in a while a long microphone will dip into the shot. And this is, oh man, wow, and a tripod. This is so dope. Okay, you know what this is? And I just dropped a piece of it.
The thing right there.
Will you grab that for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to put this back.
This little tripod here is, we're going to start periscoping our broadcast live on Periscope. And this is a tripod that holds a cell phone. As you can see, it has the attachment for holding a cell phone on there, like so, or like, I'm sorry, I have it upside down, I'm stupid. Like so that we can broadcast this on Periscope, because she has like 25,000 actually, I think you lost some because you hadn't been on there for so long. She's got like 21,000 followers on Periscope.
Lot, yeah.
You do.
Enough
so
to get,
we have to get back in contact with those people, as you know. The more people you reach, the better for business. I'm really tripping on this, you guys. That's why I'm like not at a loss for words, because of the fact that I know I picked all these items out myself and put them on our wish list, and this thing is like freaking $80. This boom pole. So we're not sure who gave it to us. It's possible that it was Jason Herrera, who said that he would be buying some stuff and to expect stuff. So if that was you, Jason, that bought the boom pole and the tripod, dude, man, I don't even know how to thank you. Wow.
I want to open this one.
I feel very humbled. Wait, you're just going to open stuff without asking the audience who we're doing next? What we're doing next?
Who we're doing next?
Who we're doing next? Is there anybody out there that... No, I'm just kidding. That wants to be done. Okay, so I had to finish the joke. So anyway...
See, my parents stopped celebrating Christmas when I was 8, so I get very excited about stuff like this.
Why did they stop celebrating Christmas?
Because it's pagan. I mean, they were kind of right, you know?
Uh-huh.
Like, it really is pagan. It has nothing to do with Jesus Christ.
Right.
But, an 8-year-old still
But
kind of wants to...
here's the thing, though. It's like Coca-Cola commercialized Christmas with the Santa Claus, as you know.
Mm-hmm. The Norman Rockwell.
The Norman Rockwell,
yeah.
red and white Santa Claus with the big beard and everything like that. And it's kind of like Halloween. I don't care what it used to stand for. It's now become like this national holiday.
It's whatever you make it out
right,
to
exactly.
be.
So,
like,
I mean, it's not like people are doing pagan rituals on Christmas, okay?
So, yeah, if you want it to be a winter solstice celebration, Saturnalia,
right.
Santa Claus, Jesus, whatever it is, it's what you make it.
Okay.
Same with Easter.
Hey, love you too, Jason. Hey, Jason, I'm glad that you're watching, dude. Was it you that sent the boom pole and the tripod? And are all of these gifts yours? Because this is a shit ton of gifts, dude. And I'm at a loss, dude. Like, I don't know how to thank you. I love you too, man. And dude, seriously touches my heart, dude, that you would go out of your way to do this. Awesome. I totally appreciate it. Okay, so I guess we're gonna screw the audience votes, and we're gonna just open the package that you want to open, Jess, because your vote counts the most.
Even Red said, "Fuck the audience."
Right, I know he did. So let's see. The anticipation is killing me.
It's a thing.
It's not a thing. People are gonna love this. What this actually is different popper stoppers for our microphones.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what this is. If I can open this, which you have to be smarter than the bag, and apparently
you just have to be 2% smarter.
You know, you would never tell that I took a Mensa test. Okay, so there are several of these in here, and these will go over most of the microphones, with the exception of mine. But I want to stop using this mic eventually, because for those of you that know anything about audio, this is actually a kick drum mic. I just liked it because it kind of looked 40s style, and was like, I can EQ some of the bass out of it and everything, because I'm an audio technician. So
do they make a popper that goes over the entire microphone?
They do. But this will actually fit and stretch over these flat mics that you're using, which are actually for amplifiers. But eventually we're going to get microphones that are for what we're doing, because I'm a musician by trade, and that's my first thing. Jason Herrera said I sent like 3 to 4 things, and we're already 3 into it. So anyone can take that test, or take the test. Oh, yes. Anybody can take the Mensa test. That's true, Danny. But not everybody gets a 165. So,
My baby.
right. So let's see.
The next package?
The next package. The next package, please.
This one didn't have a note either.
It doesn't have a note either. Jason is claiming that he sent 3 out of 4. We're already 3 into it, so
Yeah,
we
I
don't know if
think
it's
I
the
got
3
it.
of the 4 items. And it's funny because this next box has a big marker writing on it that says 4, the number 4. See that? So we don't know if there's 4 items inside
Yeah,
or
this
what
is
the hell is
like
going on. So
Number 4 of...
I guess I got to use my fancy key trick on this one too. We're really sorry about the audio today, guys. We are ill prepared for doing audio unboxing things. However, I've seen people do this on YouTube and have millions and millions of views, and theirs sounds worse than ours. So, people just really don't care on YouTube what your audio sounds like. People,
No, they don't.
There are people that are just using their microphone that are straight from their camera, and there are really good microphones on cameras. Don't get me wrong, but people don't know how to mix their audio and crap like that. And all these videos that are doing like the fucking and showing Snoop Dogg smoke weed every day and all that crap. They're so loud and so it's like you're sitting there watching somebody talking like this, and then all of a sudden it's all.
Yeah, I hate
It's
it.
so annoying. So let's see what this is. As I crumple bags in front of the microphone. Oh, okay, I know what these are. This is awesome. This is so awesome. So what these are, people, and people are going to look at this and go, "Oh man." These are okay. Before I state anymore, hold on. Let me. He gets through the box, but the plastic. Oh, he's just done. Okay. Boom. Hold that or throw that away. Okay. How do you get into this contraption? Okay. So for those of you that are you're gonna look at this at first blush, you're gonna think, I know exactly what that is. Those are like reflectors for your car to put in the car window. Why is that on Spit the Wit? But what they actually are is several different reflectors that are used. Like if you've ever seen film crews have people with reflectors to reflect light
For
on the
lighting.
subject. So it's for lighting. And there's several in here of several different colors. And oh my god, dude! So this is so cool, dude. Like
Toilet seat cover.
it is a toilet seat cover. You're right. Big shimmery toilet seat cover, like I always wanted, because show people need glitter.
Yeah, we need,
Put that in the box, please,
fancy toilets.
or over there. Thank you so much. Oh my god, dude. So we don't know which ones you're responsible for, Jason, but thank you, and to whoever sent the other, we thank you too. Wow. I'm so shocked, dude, and I feel so humbled by the fact that people are actually buying us stuff to help us improve the show. And we're going to start using these because, as you can tell, we bump into these popper stoppers. These popper stoppers are mainly for, like, recording vocals. So they're for recording, not live purposes. And, yes, they can be used because,
Yeah,
the difference is
annoying.
night
Like
and day.
the S's and the
And
P's
so
and stuff.
they're necessary, but we didn't have the covers. So, and these things, as you can see, they stick out, and we bump into them all the time, and it's a pain in the ass. So we're going to improve the show by getting things that are on our wish list.
Yay.
Sent those two. It is my pleasure to be able to call you a friend since 1984. Jason, you're not supposed to tell people. That was when we were born. We were born in the same hospital. Jason and I were born in 1984 in the same hospital. Yep, that's the truth. I swear. So, wow. Yeah, man. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, I don't want to get too emotional, dude, but I love you, man, and thank you so much, dude. And if you ever do get a chance to talk to your brother anytime, and for some reason, me and him aren't Facebook friends, and I don't know why, because I used to hang out with Jason's brother too a lot in high school, and I have not talked to Ken in a long time. So if you talk to him, let him know that I said hello, and I hope he's doing well. Wow, so much wow today. let's see. What are we doing here? What are you doing? It's hotter than hell in here.
It is so hot.
I'm starting to melt.
Yeah.
And now we have reflectors. And so, yeah. Okay. Here's another thing we were going to say. We do have an Amazon wish list. And Jason, I swear, dude, don't keep buying me stuff. I love you, dude, but I would feel so guilty if you just kept buying us stuff. I want other people to buy us stuff, too. But we have an Amazon wish list that we're going to, we already started it, but it's more towards personal items.
Like unicorn onesies?
She wants this unicorn onesie so damn bad to wear on the show. And but I'm letting her pick most of the stuff. It's like makeup and stuff that she needs, more feminine stuff and stuff to get ready for to wear on the show.
Girly stuff, not really feminine stuff.
Well, what the hell is the difference? I don't understand. Oh, feminine hygiene. Jesus, oh my God, your mind is in the gutter today,
I know,
dude.
It's bad. It's bad.
So, but yeah, so. Geared towards her more, like there's like tanning cream and stuff like that, all that
foundation and
girly stuff, because she does need to wear makeup on camera as I do. I'm wearing makeup myself and I look beautiful.
You always look beautiful.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I'll try not to.
All right. So yeah, so wow.
It is
his birthday. There's this saying that her and I say, for those of you that watch any of the IC10 stuff, there was an episode where her and I were doing, these were like our live vlogs, and we were going to pick up Howie on his birthday, and I was still smoking cigarettes, and I was really unhealthy, more so than I am now, and I was exhausted all the time, and just completely physically drained, and plus I always feel like crap during the winter. And so we were driving to his house, and there's this scene where I have the camera like close up on me, and I look like hell, and I'm like, it is his birthday, and you could just tell that I'm out of breath. Like, what the hell is he doing? Running? No, he was driving a car. So anytime you hear her and I say it is his birthday, is because we're displaying to each other that we are completely exhausted
and out of breath, and
so it is his birthday means that we're tired. Just one of those little things that you need to know in order to hang out with us here on Spit the Wit. Wow, dude, all these gifts, dude, and I'm just like,
it's overwhelming.
It is overwhelming. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So, a little bit more on the Rock and Comedy Show. We were on the Rock and Comedy Show earlier. For those of you that are just joining us, I sang a song, Raspberry Beret, by the late and great Prince Rogers Nelson, and one of my idols. And I sang his song Raspberry Beret to audition for a show that's here in Las Vegas. Not to be like part of the show on a permanent basis, but as like a contestant, just to be able to sing on stage in front of like 12 to 1,300 people or whatever. And so we were on the Rock and Comedy Show for that. And the guy that does the Rock and Comedy Show is named Crazy J. He's been in town forever, and he's been doing the show forever. And we're going to have him on the show on Friday the 14th here on Spit the Wit. And we've decided, we just kind of made this up jokingly on the fly the other day, that Tuesdays are going to be just her and I, so we called it 2 for Tuesday because like everybody knows that saying. And then Friends on Friday, which means our guests are typically going to be on Fridays. That doesn't mean that we're ever going to deviate and switch it around, but for the most part, you can expect to see a guest here on Fridays and just us on Tuesdays. Because some people like the guest aspect more, and some people like the just me and just shooting the shit aspect. And a lot of people like the mistakes that we make.
Yeah.
Which I kind of get that to a degree, but I still am like, I'm like a perfectionist by nature, and whenever there is a mistake, I don't take it so gracefully. I'm like,
But you just roll with it.
Which is why I used to drink. I couldn't handle.
I
couldn't handle the everyday stresses of like,
that.
hey, picking up your keys, and sometimes you'll drop them 2 or 3 times. Did you know that? Like, and for some reason I couldn't handle that. I'd be like, I'm trying to pick up the keys.
Well, yeah, because you take things personally. Like
I do. I take a lot of things personally.
And that's what I was telling you can't do that. But everybody needs something that takes that edge off.
Right,
sometimes.
and I have nothing. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore.
We don't smoke weed. We can't. We don't drink.
Right. don't drink, don't smoke. What you do, you do you.
And I am down to 1 cigarette a day, people.
Yeah, Jen, I'm very proud
One.
of you for that.
I'm trying to quit. The thing is, I get the urge to smoke really bad. And then I light it up and I have like 2 puffs and I gag.
Right.
And then I come back in and like 4 hours, 5 hours will go by.
Your
and I
body
get the
just
urge
gets to the
smoke.
point where it starts rejecting things and letting you know that you can't
Yeah.
do it anymore. And the thing about it is, here's my whole thing about smoking and people that do things that are self-deprecating and damaging. And that is one of the things that like made me quit smoking. And I've quit smoking for several years here and there, and then picked it back up and stuff like that. So I haven't been a permanent smoker since the day I ever first lit up. But one of the things that always solidifies me quitting is how selfish smoking is. And let me put that into perspective for you. So you've been given a life by your parents, by God, by nature, from science, however you look at it. It's a gift. Life is a gift. And it might be a crapshoot, but it's still a gift. And the amount of disrespect that goes into smoking a cigarette is like you're throwing caution to the wind and just go ahead.
It's a detrimental
It is.
self-loathing habit.
Right.
Because if you really love yourself, you're not going to smoke cigarettes.
Right. And some people don't love themselves, and they'll openly admit it, but do you love the people around you?
Right.
Because what you're doing ultimately is
Hurting them.
Right.
And hurting yourself, and
Right.
it's just not good.
Exactly. So that's how I feel about that. Drink a glass of water or grab some Cheez-Its. Go for a run. The urge goes away. Exactly. It's the truth, too. Every time I've ever quit smoking, it takes me all of a day to get over the freaking... Now, every once in a while, and I quit back in December, and one time I quit for 10 years. No joke. Not a drag off of a cigarette for 10 years. Now, why would you pick up again? Well, I was in a situation where I was in Reno, and I was gambling, and I was self-loathing, having this, what is that name of that movie with Nicolas Cage about Vegas? Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas?
Yeah. So I was having like this Leaving Las Vegas moment where I just didn't give a crap about anything anymore and was throwing all my money away and just basically living in a hotel room in Reno and drinking and partying. And I picked up smoking along the way.
Drinking is really bad. I mean, that's
Drinking has never... I went 10 years drinking 4 or 5 nights a week during all of my 20s without picking up a single cigarette.
Yeah, I did too.
And
I drank I didn't start smoking until I was 24, 25 years old. So I don't know.
Yeah. Back to the point that I was making, though, Jennifer, is that, yeah, exactly. If the urge goes away really quick. And, within a couple of days, and with the exception of every once in a while, sometimes after sex or sometimes after a fine meal, I'm like, nah. And I have this feeling of like, hey, no, I don't want to do that. So it's that easy. And then Matthew Red McLean asked, when are we going to hit the tables? Dude, I am the brokest person that I know of. I'm borderline homeless. I don't have an income right now, with the exception of DJ gigs every once in a great while, and very little bit of income over at Noreen's Lounge on Thursday nights. But the reason that I'm doing the Noreen's Lounge isn't for the money, really. It's for the nostalgia of double shots and the people. Because, trust me, I don't think anybody could pay me enough to do karaoke. Like, to host karaoke.
Yeah,
I'm so over it, dude. And I used to make like $300 and $400 and $500 a night doing it. And those days are gone. They don't happen for barely anybody anymore. Yeah. Because of how inundated the community is. And so,
like everything else,
it's not the money that keeps me doing the Thursday nights. It is partially, I need some money to eat and stuff like that. But for the most part, we're doing it because we want to hang out with the people from Double Shots that we used to kick it with all the time. And it's a night out for us. Mm-hmm. She's going to start coming on a more permanent basis, right?
Yep.
Okay. So she volunteered one night to come, and I was like, "What? You're gonna come to the bar with me?" And she's
and I liked it. It was like Double Shots, but in a parallel universe.
Right, in a parallel universe where everybody didn't suck.
Right.
we had to filter all the shitty people out of Double Shots and bring them to the new place.
Yep.
Because Double Shots did have a lot of good people, but boy, did it have a lot of shitty people too.
I
think we kept the good ones. Yeah, definitely. So we want to thank you guys for coming out and supporting that show. and we will be there Thursday with bells on. And I'll probably sing Raspberry Beret, because I typically do, even though it's like the whole sing Prince again thing. I like to sing other stuff. It was really cool. Me and Red sang Jason Derulo. The song,
really?
You're the one I want to want me.
Yeah, the one you like so much.
And that was cool. Yeah, so that was fun doing that, Red. We should do that again. Only I need to get a version that doesn't suck. The words trail. Like, they were like either like freaking 3 seconds too early or 3 seconds too late. I don't remember the case. But yeah, we just struggled through it. So let's see. What do you got? Anything? You got stuff?
Like, I do, but I don't.
What is it? Like, can you say it but not?
Right, exactly. I can say it, but not. Like, I can't actually say it out loud. I can say it in my head.
Right. Well, that's actually not good for a show, because
Right.
people, that are watching aren't really mind readers. But you don't have anything to say?
Give me a second.
Well, seconds are things that you don't want to have for dead air. So, whenever I'm trying to let you talk, I have to continue talking, and then you start getting distracted by what I'm saying, and then you're not thinking about what you're thinking, what you're supposed to be
Deer in
conjuring up.
headlights. Like,
right, but see, the
deer in
thing
headlights.
is we cannot have dead air. So if you're like, give me a second, I'm like, okay, I got to do something. It can't be dead air. So anyway, yeah, I don't know. I didn't honestly think that it was going to take as long or as short to unbox these items and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why we ran out of time. We ran early. We just we were like kids at Christmas that were just like, ripping through the presents. And yeah. The place is a total mess right now, by the way. There's stuff all over the place.
I'm very distracted right now anyways.
Yeah, by what?
Just something on my mind.
What is it? It's another piece of...
It's that whole thing I was saying that I can only say it in my head right now. But I will probably end up saying something about it on this show.
On the show?
On the show.
Okay. Is it what I think it is?
Give me a hint of what you think it is.
Does it involve peeing on a stick?
Yes.
Oh. Well, I'm sure nobody can
there
guess
you
what,
go. I mean,
nobody can guess what that is. Okay, well, you want to talk about it or no?
Well, now that it's just out there. See,
that's the thing. I have a show to run, so...
Yeah, I've been, keeping it to myself, but, I know I am.
You think you're pregnant?
Yes.
Who's the dad?
Is this guy that I do this radio show with?
Oh, another guy. Must be Crazy Jay, then. No. He's the only other person I know that does a radio show. So Crazy Jay knocked up my wife. We don't know if that's the case or not, and we weren't really going to divulge that on the show. But honestly, dead air, and I'm also a deer in headlights, and I'm like, I can't have dead air on the show, so I'd rather say the real stuff. So, peeing on a stick. Jennifer Wellman goes, peeing on a stick, and everything comes delayed. So Disler. God, he wishes.
No.
He wishes.
How about no? How about not in any dimension or reality? No, sorry, Disler.
We're not sure if we are, Jennifer. She has had a couple of times where she thought she was, and it ended up not being the case. So until she does the stick peeing, we won't know. But she's convinced she is. Yeah. And I hope that this doesn't cause morning sickness and stuff.
I have a
during our wedding anniversary.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not gonna get actual morning sickness. I just get nausea, and I've got a lot of nausea going on right now, anyways.
Yeah.
So, it by May it should be mostly gone.
You're talking as if it's a case, and it's not a case yet. We'll have to. We're gonna. Okay, here's what we'll do. We're gonna find out tonight, and we're gonna tell you guys on Friday. Do we have a guest on Friday? It's our guest day, but no, Jay's the next Friday after that, the 14th.
Josh Cutler?
Josh Cutler? Is he this Friday?
He was. Yeah, he was.
I think
coming
he is
up.
this Friday. Okay, so we're gonna have Josh Cutler on, who also had a radio show. Is it Josh Cutler? Did he knock you up?
No.
He's got a podcast too. Oh man! Apparently there's some wily
no, but see what
DJ
I said was
out there.
it's a radio show that I do with him.
Oh.
It's not just a guy with a radio show.
Oh.
It's a guy that I'm his co-host.
Oh, okay.
And that's only one guy. There's only
So
one show.
apparently while I'm sleeping, you're leaving in the middle of the night and going and being on a podcast. Oh, man. So we're being stupid. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we don't know if that's the case. So don't quote us yet, or don't go around telling everybody. Because, you only know 5 people that we know anyway. So
Don't tell all 3 people
we don't
that we know.
We only know like 12 people anyway. So be like, oh, you're expecting, and then it spreads, and like 3
people call us.
Yeah,
And they're like,
wow, that's crazy. Congratulations. I don't know. Jeez, that was kind of a serious note there. So we will divulge on Friday in front of our poor guest, and be like, oh, by the way, hold on, she's knocked up. So you were saying? Oh,
awkward
man.
for everyone.
Right. Here's the thing. I've been eating buffets so much trying to keep my weight up for this stupid movie, and I swear to God, I want to lose weight so bad. And I can't even begin to start. And it's really starting to turn into summery weather outside. And I'm sorry, I had to talk about my extra pounds. Oh, man. No, I'm just saying that, like, one of us is pregnant, and it looks like it's me. Oh, God. Okay, we're going to get the hell out of here, guys.
If we're going to...
We don't know what the hell we're doing at this point. And what? We're still... Oh, that's the other thing. We're still selling those shirts. I didn't expect anybody to buy any, but we are still selling shirts.
You should buy one. I would buy one if we could.
The thing is that I want to wear one.
I would.
Not the last one that got put up there, because that was more of just like a test, like just to see. But our love over hate shirts, I actually want one of those. Even though I think that we called it a women's store, but I am wearing makeup and I do have a bun, so might as well wear a woman's shirt. But anyway, we love shirts, dude. Shirts. I'll post it in the description on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna post it in this chat room after the show's over. We have shirts and coffee mugs and all this kind of stuff that say choose love over hate always. Mm-hmm. Which used to be just love over hate, but we found out it was copywritten, and they wanted to flog us for using it, so we had to change it to choose love over hate always. So that is our new closing thing. So whenever you're ready, you can say it. Hey, we love you guys, and thanks for watching.
Yes, we did. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for watching.
Absolutely.
Stay safe.
Yep. And
choose love over hate always.
Word. Take care, you guys.